Hello and good evening. Oh, I wasn't expecting a response, but that's fantastic. I'm not going to let this descend into pantomime. At the risk of starting with a controversial comment amongst an audience of rail and bus enthusiasts, I love Uber. I get one most weeks, when I get back from the train station, of course. Now, for me, the beauty of Uber, it isn't going around in some bloke's clapped-out old BMW or polluting the planet with cars. It's the simplicity of the payment system. You get in, you travel, and you get out. If only public transport was that easy to pay for. Now, our mission is to make that happen. Urban Things was founded a few years ago, and we're probably best known for our UK bus checker app, which has been rolled out internationally now to 3 million users. After we'd solved the problem of telling you when your vehicle arrives, we wanted to turn our attention to a far greater challenge, telling you how to pay for it. Now, traditional smart ticketing, so often, as Ian was saying earlier, isn't smart. Smart ticketing is old. The first smart card trials took place nearly 30 years ago. Smart ticketing is expensive. It can cost nearly £250,000 to equip a small fleet with smart card readers and validators, not to mention the environmental cost. Nearly 9 tons of plastic are generated in waste by the Oyster card scheme every single year. Smart ticketing isn't passenger-friendly. It doesn't have a screen. You can't see when the vehicles are coming on a smart card. It doesn't play well. It doesn't allow Uber-style charging like we mentioned before. And smart ticketing has no operational insights. Operators don't know in real time from a smart ticketing system how many people are traveling on their vehicles, unless you ask a passenger to tap out. But that's making the passenger experience even worse. The solution is to use the technology your customers already own. More than 7 out of 10 of your passengers are carrying in their pocket a biometrically secured device. Sorry, problem with the slides there. A biometrically secured device with a quad-core CPU that's up to 100 times faster than the ticket machine that's in your vehicle. And they pay to upgrade it, not you. It's Bluetooth aware, so it knows when you're on a vehicle and when you're off a vehicle. And you can put both passenger information and payments together in the same place. Here's how our Ticketless system works. You download an app and you set a payment method. Then when you check onto the vehicle, we use a Bluetooth beacon to detect your presence. And at that point, we start your trip. Then when you leave the vehicle, we detect that you've left and we automatically tap you out. The benefits to passengers are enormous. First of all, a completely seamless journey experience and a best price guarantee. You only pay for what you use, and we can offer daily and weekly capping and a range of payment methods. And the benefits for Go-Ahead are equally enormous. Optimization of services, access to a real-time stream of live passenger and occupancy data. You can reduce lost mileage. You can figure out which routes are underserved. The possibilities are endless. Reduction in costs, moving your retail to mobile versus the cost of cash or smart cards, and an incredible passenger journey experience. Now, we realize that Rome wasn't built in a day, so we've made our system to be check-in agnostic. We don't care if you're checking in with a smart card, a mobile device, or maybe in the future, a Bluetooth beacon. We've integrated with some of the leading ETM manufacturers, including Ticketer in the UK and IVU across Europe. And we've already begun. Our first customer goes live next month, and it's the city of Detmold in Germany. We've already completed our first beacon trial, which was on Wessex Bus in Bristol earlier this year. And the next step, we've been talking to Brighton and Hove Bus as part of the Go-Ahead trial. And we are very hopeful that we'll be able to achieve the UK's first check-in, be-out trial that integrates with a ticket machine. Passengers would check in using a Ticketer electronic ticket machine, and we would use a Bluetooth beacon to automatically tap them out. Our roadmap is clear. We want to completely eliminate tickets from transport. Ian, you'll have an empty wallet. We want to eliminate all barriers to mobility as a service with a lightweight, interoperable ticketing system. And our ultimate, more ambitious goal is we want to completely remove hardware from vehicles. We've obtained a government grant to make that happen. Our system is called the Hex Tag, and I'd love it if you were to drop by our booth at the back of the hall after the presentations, and we'll show you just how fast and easy to use this is. It sits on Bluetooth, it sits on NFC, and it can be scanned as a QR code as well. Do come and find out more. I'll be at the back of the room, and we'd love to engage with you and find out how we can help improve your services. It costs nothing to try and everything to gain, and for that reason, I believe that Ticketless is the last ticket you'll ever buy. Thank you very much.
So Carl, great pitch. If you took this to the extremes, there'd be no more ticket validator on the vehicles. Is that a realistic vision for the future?
Absolutely. Great question. The question isn't whether, it's when. We're always wrong-footed by the pace of technology. Just over 10 years ago, there wasn't even an iPhone. But we recognize that change won't happen overnight, which is why we've built a system that can sit alongside existing ticketing systems. But yeah, absolutely, we believe that in 10 years' time, there will be no hardware on vehicles.
All right, cool. Well, give it up for Carl. Thank you, Carl.